Hello and welcome to the review of Aliens, Colonial Marines. So first things first, the look of the game. As you will see, the game is definitely not a jaw-dropping graphical triumph like Crysis or Far Cry 3, but that doesn't mean that it looks bad. Actually, it's quite opposite. The game, out there, say retro look, goes incredibly well with the game style. Just in the first few minutes of the game, you'll have your eyes wide open as you walk from extremely dark corridor to a bright as day like a space bridge, and in that instance alone you will see that the game doesn't have to have the best graphics around to look good. The corridors and some other levels can get quite generic, but overall they don't really take anything away from the game's look. Now everything from the computers that look like they've been pulled straight from the 90s to the aliens and human characters in this game feel like an homage to the original source, and every fan of the series will highly appreciate that. Now another thing that this game does extremely well is that it brings a production sound with it. Everything from the gun sounds to the dialogue between characters all the way to the aliens who will, trust me, make you pretty much shit your pants every time you hear them, is done with so much love and effort that it's simply unbelievable. And I think this game should definitely be played with headphones, just a small tip. Now the sound in this game is, like I said, it's superb. And I will even go as far as to say that it has better sound quality than Dead Space 3, and I was blown away by the sound produced for that game. So far, for those of you who are watching this video, you're probably thinking that I'm just being another fanboy and I think this is the best game that came out in a while. Now, even though I think this game is done extremely well, I still think it has a lot of hiccups. Now, those little small errors come in form of gameplay. The first problem, personally, is that the game is, to an extent, just another generic first-person shooter, or a CODC, as I like to call it. Now, the controls are exactly the same, and even though I'm fine with it in this case, because it kind of does fit the game style, I also think that if you're already putting so much effort into the game, you should at least try to come up with a unique gameplay system. But on the other hand, I see why some high budget companies don't want to take the risk and are still going with the old, if it isn't broken, just don't fix it regime. Now, even though it is a generic shooter on the outside, this game has so much more to offer on the inside. Everything from the now infamous enemies, which will make you be on the edge of your seat from the beginning of the game, to the gun customization that is quite easy and simplified, but still made to be extremely useful at the same time, to something as simple as shooting and ranking up is done to be fun, and I think that's what this game succeeds in being. Overall, this game is simply put fun. Are you still not convinced? Okay, just imagine this. You're in a dark room. You put your headphones on and you start playing this game. You're walking along the ultra cool retro almost Blade Runner looking spaceship when suddenly silence. You pull out the sensor reader and you hear a beep. Now pretty much in this moment you squeeze your controller tighter as you try to follow it, knowing that whatever is making that beep on the radar is not your friend, and it's simply put there for one reason and one reason only. That's to kill you. You follow it while your body or your heart unconsciously starts beating faster, your palms start sweating, and you kind of move to the edge of your seat. Suddenly, the shaft of the vent right above you opens, and quick as a flash, your mighty enemy is rushing towards you, while you're trying to pretty much run backwards and shoot a creature that's moving, well, faster and slicker than anything a human ever saw before. A couple of shots and screams later, you're pretty much standing above the creature. Now your hands at this moment are trembling, you're excited, and you're trying to reload again because you know there are a lot more aliens pretty much waiting for you. And while you're doing this and while you're looking at the corpse that's right in front of you, you know one thing and one thing only, and that's that you want to kill more of them. Now, if that didn't at least make you consider buying this game, maybe you should look at something else. As for me, I'm rating this game
excellent, and thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.